It only takes 1 second. It could happen in the blink of an eye, and your life could be forever changed. Was that one text really worth it? Was that one text important enough to take your own life and possibly others around you? Texting and driving is something that has become so common all around the world, but people don't realize how dangerous it actually is. My interest is to inform people on texting and driving, and my need is to stop people from texting and driving. My 3 major points will be that how dangerous texting and driving is, the consequences that come from this, and how it can be prevented. This is something that takes place all around the world. Everyone knows about it and everyone sees about it. You always hear about it on the media or on the news about all these accidents involving texting and driving and how tragic they are. While having previous knowledge of this topic, I've also been researching this for the past 2 weeks to make myself more aware. On November 10th, I also conducted a survey within my high school class to get more aware of what people already know. My overall major need is to completely stop texting and driving and to stop taking people's lives away. This can be prevented by people realizing that sending a text, making a phone call, or simply just checking their phone is not as important as their own life and other people's life. Life with a solution could save people's lives, but life without can cause more people to die. I will now discuss how scary and terrifying texting and driving is and give some statistics about the subject. With mobile devices becoming more popular than ever, people are often distracted by them when doing anything, even something as deadly as using their device and driving at the same time. According to Federal Communications Commission's accessed on December 3, 2016, at any given daylight moment across America, approximately 660,000 drivers are using cell phones or manipulating electronic devices while driving, a number that has held steady since 2010. This is a number that has been consistent for the past 6 years and is a number that is far more higher than it should be. According to Edgar and Snyder and Associates, accessed on December 1, 2016, the National Safety Council reports that cell phone use while driving leads to 1.6 million crashes each year. Nearly 330,000 injuries occur each year from accidents caused by texting while driving. These two statistics show just how dangerous texting and driving can really be. Not only is texting and driving dangerous, but it can also take people's lives. The consequences of texting and driving are very severe. Not only does it harm you, but it also has the possibility of harming everybody around you. There are multiple consequences to something that can happen in the blink of an eye. According to distraction.gov, accessed on December 1, 2016, in 2014, 3,179 people were killed and 431,000 were injured in motor vehicle crashes involving distracted drivers. People tend to know how dangerous it is, but they seem to still do it. According to Digital Responsibility, accessed on December 1st, 2016, everyone seems to know it's dangerous, but few people seem to think it's dangerous when they themselves do it. Even though people know how dangerous it is, they may be doing it because they don't know how to properly prevent it. Texting and driving is something that can be so easily prevented. People just don't realize it. There are many useful tips that people can remember when they are behind the wheel to ensure their safety. According to Virtual Drive, accessed on December 3rd, 2016, turn your cell phone on silent. Completely turn your phone off. Put your cell phone out of reach, like in the glove box or trunk, and download an app that prevents you from texting while driving. Many states are now taking account how dangerous it is and are now taking action on it. According to Digital Responsibility, accessed on December 3, 2016, lawmakers are taking notice of the seriousness and prevalence of texting while driving, and that law is starting to catch up with the risk of new technology. Although there is no federal law banning the practice, 41 states and the District of Columbia have laws against texting while driving. While people are now taking action on preventing this, more people are becoming aware of texting and driving. My product is to make people much more aware of how fatal texting and driving is. Many people don't know how dangerous it is. It can actually be so dangerous, and some shocking statistics behind it. The consequences can range anywhere from being lucky and just doing minor damage, or they can be not so lucky, resulting in the death of yourself and innocent people around you. Texting and driving can be easily prevented. Many people just don't know it. Something as simple as powering your phone off while driving can do the trick. Once again, texting and driving may be fatal, but can also be prevented. Texting and driving is something that way too many people do on a day-to-day basis and is causing more deaths than it should. People believe that they can do it all and still stay out of danger. What they don't realize is that anything can happen in the blink of an eye. With more and more people getting devices, it's becoming more and more common for people to be driving distracted. This is something that needs to change and can be easily done so. The three major needs were to discuss how severe texting and driving is, pointing out the deathly consequences of this, and how it can easily be prevented. Texting and driving can affect anyone on the road, behind the wheel or not. You always have to be on the lookout for the other driver, because you never know when someone is on their phone and not paying attention. Next time you pick up your phone, or see someone you're riding with pick up their phone, think to yourself about if sending that text or making that phone call is as important as your own life and the people's lives around you.